Hi, pals. Today I would like us to talk about something, and that is self-acceptance. Basically, accepting yourself. But is it that, or you may ask yourself, why am I talking about it? It's just as it goes. Self-acceptance. And someone would say it in one sentence, you should accept yourself. But it goes deeper than that. Some people don't even know that they have to accept themselves at a point where they're at. And that's why today, ladies and gentlemen, we are diving into self-acceptance. I'm not going to use very big words because it's as it is, very plain and simple. I'm just here to remind you a little bit. What is self-acceptance? So self-acceptance is accepting who, why, when, what, wherever you are. That is it. Self-acceptance. With the addictive doom scrolls and the continuous social life and social media comparisons, people find it very hard to accept who they are or where they are. They feel like they are very behind. You hate yourself for reasons you're not supposed to, because self-hate, you're not supposed to hate yourself. You're supposed to love yourself because you can't give what you don't have. So you begin with yourself. And yes, once you accept yourself, all the other things come pretty easy. Self-acceptance begins with the first step of recognition. Recognizing where you are, your past mistakes, your strengths, your failures, and what you want. I know all I'm saying is cliche, but as I said, I'm here to remind you. And if you hear it from me, I know it sounds different. So, self-acceptance, first, recognize where you are. Accept where you are. And another thing, snap out of self-denial. Self-denial is, need I explain? Self-denial is denying yourself. Just kidding. Self-denial is refusing to accept who you are. So, self-denial is the opposite of self-acceptance. So if you're not accepting yourself, you are in denial. And living in denial, which means you could never achieve your goals, you could never do everything you've always wanted to do. And yet, the answer is just simple. Self-acceptance. When I was little, let me tell you a brief story. When I was little, like growing up watching Cinderella stories, Disney princesses, and then I look back home and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not a Disney princess. Okay, I think I was being so delusional because I felt like, oh my god, I'm not a princess. And I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my god, why is my mother not a king? Why is my father not a king? Why are we not in a kingdom? How, what, blah blah blah. And it pained me so much. I feel so stupid saying this. It pained me so much. As a kid, it pained me so much. Like, why am I not a princess? Why am I not in a kingdom? Why why don't we have castles in our kingdom? And why don't we, a lot of things. But as I grew up, I came to make peace with it. Okay, not even make peace with it. I had to accept that, yes, first and foremost, I'm a Ugandan, living in Uganda, in a Ugandan economy. So with that, I had to accept. And with acceptance came a lot of peace. I knew, yes, I'm not a royal princess, but I can treat myself like royalty. And yes, I was a kid anyways. Oh my god, this girl is so sick. But anyways, what I'm saying is self-acceptance starts with accepting yourself and accepting the situation you're in. It may not be desirable, or it may not be exactly what you prospected it to be, but you have to live through it. Yeah, I think by now we all know life is not a smooth road. It's a hill and a valley and an ocean, whatever they've compared it with. Yeah. Today they say, oh, life is a bicycle, up and down the hill it goes. Tomorrow, oh, life is a river, slow and fast, blah blah blah. And then another time they'll tell you life is a mirror, You see what you give, and then whatever it takes to make you understand life, they say it. And another thing, stop pretending. You are who you are, and nothing is going to change that. Building up a certain kind of social portfolio where people see your life in the highs and never in the lows. Of course, everybody wants to share their moments of happiness and not really their moments of sadness when they were down. But the problem comes with you looking at those people's lives and comparing yourself with them. You're in your low moment, and then you go on Instagram and start comparing yourself with someone at their moment when they went through whatever they were going through, at the moment when they are happy, at the moment when they are, have made it. Stop pretending. Accept. It will be so easy. The truth will set you free. Yeah. The truth about where you are, the truth about your situation. Yes. And you may not have the ability to change where you are right now, but you definitely have the ability to change what tomorrow will be like. So stop pretending. Accept. But stop confusing self-acceptance with self-esteem. They are alike but very different. Self-esteem says I can do this. Self-acceptance says I am on my way to do this. They're basically the same thing, but kind of different if you understand what I'm saying. Self-esteem will say I can be president. And self-acceptance will say I can't be president yet, but I can do something. President? Self-esteem is that drive, yeah? Like that drive you have in you, that unwavering, that unquenchable desire for where you want to be. While self-acceptance is basically accommodating where you are. So you need both. You need the self-esteem and you need the self-acceptance. But don't mix them up, because if you do, you start living in denial. Self-denial is also like fighting with your own reflection. When you look in the mirror, you see something that you don't like, so you start fighting everything about your own reflection. What you are, who you truly are, your environment, and everything, your financial status. Everybody has an obligation, and to fulfill those obligations, you have to accept yourself first. Let me first break it down for you. Self-acceptance in the body, social status, mental status, financial status. Once you accept all those, and your religious purpose. Once you accept all those 5, that will be it for you. You will not live in self-denial. I'm not promising heaven, but I can bring heaven down here. And lastly, pause. Be kind to yourself. Love yourself. Accept yourself. Acknowledge that you are not where you want to be yet, and everything will be easy for you. And if you've watched this far, this video was definitely for you. Share it with someone who you think is living in self-denial, and let's help each other become better versions of ourselves. Thank you for watching Voice in Bloom. I am Kyria.